Alright guys, real talk. If your mornings aren't what they used to be, and I think you know exactly what I mean, you need to listen up. You're already drinking coffee every morning, right? But what if that same cup could do more than just wake you up? What if it could actually boost blood flow, energy, and yes, help with those morning situations that used to be a lot more reliable? For years, men have been trying to figure this out, how to get back that natural edge without relying on pills or gimmicks. And here's the truth. Sometimes the best solutions aren't found in a pharmacy. They're sitting right there in your kitchen. Today, you're going to learn exactly what to add to your morning coffee to turn it from a simple wake-up drink into something that actively supports your performance all day long. And no, this isn't some random internet hack or alternative medicine myth. Everything here is backed by real science. We're talking peer-reviewed studies, proven effects, and actual results seen by real men who've made these simple changes. Here's the deal: coffee on its own is great. It gets your heart pumping, sharpens your focus, and gives you that morning rush. But plain coffee also comes with a crash. That temporary high fades fast, and you're reaching for cup number 2 before lunch. While it might give you a short boost, it doesn't fix what's really going on underneath, especially after 50 ASU age. Testosterone levels drop and your blood vessels lose flexibility. So that caffeine spike is like putting a band-aid on a leaking pipe. What you actually need is a smarter version of your morning routine, one that fuels your body, supports circulation, and keeps your system strong long after the caffeine buzz fades. Think of your body like a high-performance machine. You wouldn't put regular gas in a Ferrari, right? Well, after 50, your body deserves premium fuel. And the best part? You can upgrade your coffee with simple, inexpensive ingredients you probably already have at home. Let's start with cinnamon. Not the sugary stuff you dump on toast, real Ceylon cinnamon. A small pinch, maybe a quarter teaspoon, is all it takes. And here's why it matters. Cinnamon is nature's blood sugar stabilizer. Studies show it can lower fasting blood sugar by nearly 30%. And that's huge for circulation and performance. You see, when blood sugar spikes and crashes, it damages the tiny blood vessels that supply your most important areas. Those microscopic vessels are the first to go when sugar levels stay high. It's called glycation basically. Your blood becomes thick like syrup and roughs up your arteries from the inside. Cinnamon helps smooth that out. It also supports nitric oxide production, the same molecule that medications like Viagra work on. The compound responsible, cinnamaldehyde, relaxes blood vessels through a process called vasodilation, improving flow throughout your body. Guys who start adding cinnamon often notice steadier energy, fewer crashes, and better stamina. One man in his late 50s said it was the difference between needing a nap after lunch and powering through the entire afternoon. Plus, it just makes your coffee taste incredible. That warm, spicy flavor isn't new. It's been used in traditional coffees from Mexico to the Middle East for centuries. Those cultures figured out the benefits long before modern science caught up. Next, let's talk about cocoa powder. Not the sugary instant stuff, pure, unsweetened cocoa, the kind that's almost black. Just 1 teaspoon stirred into your coffee can make a big difference. Cocoa is loaded with flavonoids, particularly epicatechin and catechin, powerful compounds that boost nitric oxide levels naturally. If you don't already know, nitric oxide is the signal your body uses to open blood vessels and allow blood to flow freely. When you're young, your body makes plenty of it. After 50, production can drop by nearly half. Cocoa helps reverse that decline. A study published in the Journal of Hypertension found that men who consumed cocoa daily saw up to a 30% improvement in artery dilation, meaning significantly better blood flow. No pills, no side effects, just a natural upgrade. And here's the bonus: cocoa also lifts your mood. It contains compounds like anandamides, the same bliss chemicals your brain produces when you're in love, and phenylethylamine, a natural mood enhancer. So it's not just physical, it helps mentally too. Cocoa is also packed with magnesium, a mineral most men are deficient in, and one that's essential for testosterone production and muscle health. The taste? Think of it like a rich, sugar-free mocha. If it's a little bitter at first, a touch of stevia or monk fruit can smooth it out without spiking your blood sugar. Now, let's get into maca powder. This one's been used in Peru for thousands of years, and for good reason. Locals call it natural energy for men, and unlike synthetic stimulants, it doesn't just give you a short-term rush. Maca works by helping your body produce more of its own hormones naturally. The maca root grows high in the Andes Mountains at elevations where almost nothing else survives. Because of that, it's incredibly nutrient-dense, packed with amino acids, zinc, iron, calcium, and unique compounds called macamides and macanes that you won't find anywhere else. Studies have shown that just a teaspoon a day for a few weeks can improve desire, energy, and even sperm health. It doesn't force your body to act, it helps it rebalance. That's because maca is an adaptogen, which means it helps your body adapt to stress and stay in hormonal balance. It influences the hypothalamus and pituitary gland, the control centers of your hormone system, encouraging your body to produce more of what it naturally needs. The result isn't an overnight miracle, but gradual, sustainable improvement. Most men notice a difference within 2 to 3 weeks: better focus, higher energy, improved drive. The flavor? Slightly nutty, a little like malted milk. Yellow maca is mild, red maca is good for prostate health, and black maca is best for stamina and energy. Start with yellow to ease into it. Many men describe the feeling as clarity coming back, like their mind and body finally syncing again after years of running on low power. Now, let's move to something that surprises most people: coconut oil in coffee. Sounds strange, right? But this simple trick has some serious science behind it. When you blend a teaspoon of coconut oil into your hot coffee, it turns into this creamy, rich drink that keeps you full, focused, and steady for hours. No mid-morning crash, no sudden hunger, and no sugar cravings hitting you at 10 a.m. Here's why it works. Testosterone is made from cholesterol and fats, the good fats, not the processed junk. If you've been avoiding fats for years thinking it's healthy, you may have unknowingly starved your hormone production. Coconut oil provides medium-chain triglycerides (MCTs), a clean source of fuel that your body absorbs instantly and converts into energy. About 60% of coconut oil is made of these MCTs, especially lauric acid, which supports immunity and helps maintain healthy cholesterol balance. Research shows that MCTs can raise testosterone by up to 20% and even improve thyroid function, both key factors for energy, metabolism, and performance. And because fat slows down caffeine absorption, you don't get that sharp spike and crash you usually do with black coffee. Instead, you feel a steady, clean flow of energy that lasts for hours. But here's the trick: you've got to blend it. If you just stir coconut oil into your mug, you'll end up with a greasy layer floating on top. Not great. Use a blender, milk frother, or even shake it hard in a jar. It'll turn into a creamy, latte-like drink that tastes like something straight out of a fancy cafe. Start small, maybe half a teaspoon at first, and increase slowly over a week or two. Some people's digestion needs time to adjust to that much fat first thing in the morning. If coconut oil feels too heavy, you can try MCT oil instead. It's more refined, easier to digest, and offers the same benefits. Now, let's talk about ginger, one of the most underrated natural boosters out there. Whether you use fresh ginger or powdered, this spice is like rocket fuel for your circulation. It contains compounds called gingerols and shogols, which are powerful anti-inflammatories that improve blood flow, protect your cells, and even help support testosterone levels. One fascinating study found that men who took ginger daily for 3 months saw a 17% increase in testosterone levels. Another found improved sperm health and higher luteinizing hormone, the one that signals your testicles to produce testosterone. The reason is simple: ginger helps protect your reproductive system from oxidative stress. Basically, internal rusting caused by poor diet, heat, and toxins. Your testicles need to stay a few degrees cooler than the rest of your body to work properly. Heat, tight clothes, and long hours of sitting can all reduce hormone production. Ginger acts like a natural shield, keeping those systems healthy and active. In coffee, ginger adds a warm, slightly spicy kick that wakes you up in the best way. It's not overwhelming, more like a gentle heat spreading through your body. Start with a 1/4 teaspoon of powdered ginger or a thin slice of fresh ginger about the size of a coin. Fresh ginger gives you more of the immediate warmth effect, while the powdered form is stronger for long-term benefits. Try both and see which works best for you. Just remember, if you have a sensitive stomach, start small, and if you're on blood thinners, check with your doctor first. For most people though, ginger is incredibly safe and has been used for thousands of years to support health and vitality. Now, before you start thinking your morning routine has to become a science experiment, relax. You don't have to use all 5 ingredients every day. Start simple. Here's a real-life way to do it. Week 1. Add teaspoon of cinnamon every morning. Week 2. Keep the cinnamon and add 1 teaspoon of cocoa. Week 3. Try adding maca on alternate days. Maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Week 4. Experiment with coconut oil or ginger. Whichever sounds better. You don't need to go all in on day 1. Ease into it. These things work gradually, not instantly. Your body's been operating a certain way for decades. It takes time to adjust to better fuel. If you want a super simple version, make a premix, cinnamon plus cocoa in a jar beside your coffee maker. 1 spoonful in your cup, and you're done. Takes seconds. And if you're ready to level up, try this weekend power coffee. Brew your regular coffee. Then blend it with 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of cocoa, and a small slice of fresh ginger. Blend for 30 seconds. You'll end up with a creamy, rich drink that not only tastes amazing but fuels you from the inside out. But remember, more is not better. Overloading your coffee with everything at once will just mess with your digestion. Build it up slowly, stay consistent, and give your body time to respond. Don't expect miracles in a week. If you've got serious health issues, diabetes, heart problems, whatever, this isn't a cure. It's support. A natural way to optimize how your body works. Avoid the sugary versions of these ingredients. No sweetened cocoa or cinnamon sugar. That defeats the purpose. Stick with it for at least a month before judging the results. Track how you feel. Energy, mood, stamina, and those early morning moments that matter. Most men who try this notice a steady difference and never go back to plain coffee again. If you really want to keep it simple, start with the 3-ingredient combo: cinnamon, cocoa, and maca. Costs maybe $15 total, but the payoff? Feeling more like yourself again. Strong, steady, and alive. Gentlemen, decline doesn't have to be inevitable. Your body still has the power, it just needs the right kind of fuel. And that starts with what's in your cup every morning. So tomorrow, when you make that first cup of coffee, remember this conversation. You're not just waking up, you're upgrading your day, your energy, and your life with one small, smart choice. Stay consistent. Stay sharp. And remember, sometimes the smallest changes lead to the biggest results.